We interrupt my regularly scheduled vacation time to bring you a special news bulletin. Saramonic has just released its newest member of the K9 family, the K9XTX Kit. And by just, I mean last week, which was the Odyssey and Disclosure Day ago. I'm Doug Mackenzie, and this is Goblothar. In case you're asking, I'm on the Direct Sound Grenade. The Direct Sound Grenade. Check it out. Anyway, for those of you who'd like to dive even deeper into the Time Preservation Society, my Patreon is now open for business. I can't believe it. After like almost 5 years, here we go. Full sessions, uncompressed files, stems, behind-the-scene photos and videos, access to my private Discord, and more is there right now. Check the link in the description below. Now, where was I? Oh yes, the news bulletin. As you may already know, I am personally a massive fan of the Saramonic K9 UHF system. You may remember me from such videos as the Saramonic K9 wireless lav system, and that's it. But in my full K9 review, I showed you how you could set up and use the K9 system as a discrete wireless solution. I tested it out at the railroad tracks of wireless testing and went over 100 feet from the receiver in the middle of winter and on the lowest power setting. This is no amateur, busy Wi-Fi frequency wireless product that barely penetrates walls and are prone to lots of interference. No. This is UHF. It's what's used on professional film sets. I love the K9 system. I love how easy it is to use, the excellent sound quality, and the incredibly useful app. But this special report that I'm doing right now is about the new K9XTX Duo Kit, not about the old K9. So while it does come with the one lav mic and the same transmitter receiver packs as the K9 system, the XTX also includes an XLR plug-on unit that provides several phantom power voltages and transmits that signal to the receiver. This allows for several awesome use cases, including a wireless boom. So in each K9XTX kit, you'll have one wireless lav kit with a tiny, easily concealable lav mic and one wireless XLR plug-on transmitter. Pair that kit with a second K9 system, and you've got wireless lav micing of 3 people and one overhead boom mic. The K9XTX has all the regular bells and whistles of the regular K9 system, just instead of 2 lavs, it's 1 lav and 1 plug-on XLR transmitter, in case I wasn't clear earlier. It comes in a nice watertight carrying case, the same as the regular K9 system, which I love. Inside the case is an all-metal receiver unit, already stocked with a set of lithium-ion batteries ready to go, because non-replaceable rechargeable units suck balls. There's the lav transmitter, which looks the same as the original K9 unit. And then there's the chunkier plug-on XTX unit, which has a port for an included screw-on antenna, a USB-C port, and a headphone jack, so the person holding the pole can hear what's going on as well. And once again, a couple of included lithium-ion batteries, which gives you up to 14 hours of continuous use per pair of batteries. Having user-replaceable batteries is the only way to go for so many reasons, but 2 big ones is product longevity, since all batteries eventually die, and also quick replacement in the field instead of stopping everything so you can charge it up. The familiar accessories are all included in this kit, just like the original K9 system. I'm not going to go into all of them. There's a lot of stuff in there. Just look at how tiny this little lav mic is. This is perfect for hiding anywhere. It looks similar to the Sanken Cost 11D, but has a thinner sound. Also included is your basic starter pack of connector cables. The K9XTX plug-on unit measures... Oh, a second, just find my trust tool. Oh, there it is, over here, because I'm over here now. You know, this measuring tape was once used by billionaire and master thief Thomas Crown. He used it in his brilliant and famous heist where he stole a Monet painting from the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. You might be wondering how I acquired this from Mr. Crown. I stole it. Anyway, The XLR plug-on measures 120 millimeters long and about 43 millimeters wide, or something like that. Something close to that. Okay, so since I've already extensively covered the original K9 system, I'm going to skip talking about the lav portion of this system. If you want to see more on the lav system, click up here, or find the link in the description below. The XLR plug-on transmitter is a robustly built powerhouse. Literally. It powers all of your Phantom-powered condenser mics. It derives its power from the Phantom realm, a mysterious dark place made up of neither space nor time, but rather phantoms. So when the need arises, several phantoms will be ready to inhabit the body of your XTX and possess it for the required duration of time. They will enter single file. There are several versions of phantoms, the 3 volt, the 5 volt, the 12 volt, 24 volt, or the 48 volt of both line and mic signal sources, those types of phantoms. And just like the K9 lav system, there are plenty of options like a mute switch, frequency and band selection, low, medium, and high power transmission, with the highest being 100 milliwatts. It also has gain and high and low cut and Bluetooth connections and onboard 32-bit recording, but it only records simultaneously along with transmission everywhere in the world except for the USA due to rules. It can sync with the app and using timecode boxes. I actually have a set of the Saramonic TC Neo timecode boxes here, and they're absolutely wonderful. I love them. I use them all the time. But here's the thing. The menu system is incredibly simple and without too many options to confuse you or slow you down, so you won't be menu diving while on set, spending all kinds of time. That's important. But you can also, control that all on the app. If you want to see more about the app, check out once again my video on the K9. I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. And now a word from one of our executive producers.
Hi, I'm the Logician. I'm an executive producer here at the Time Preservation Society. And I guess it's part of my job to ask you to like and subscribe for the Recordist. And if you don't, well then you're going to get a soaking. So I'll just sit here and wait while you go ahead and do that. Time's up!
Let's check how it performs outdoors line of sight on low power. We go now to Bob McKenzie, who is currently at the railroad tracks of wireless testing. Over to you, Bob.
Thanks, Doug. But apparently the railroad tracks of wireless testing is under construction. We're going to have to move.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's a shame. I guess there won't be any outdoor wireless tests after all. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm hearing from Bob right now. Wow, that was quick. All right, we go now live to Bob McKenzie, who appears to be somewhere else. Bob?
Hi, Doug. Yes, I've arrived at the new location now. This is the new railroad tracks of wireless testing. Sans railroad tracks, I guess. Anyway, what I've got here is the K9XTX XLR plug-on. I've got it going into a Sennheiser 416 inside the Radius 280 blimp here. I'm hoping that I didn't need the fur cover. Not too much wind out today. Anyway, that's this part right here. But also, under my shirt here, I've got the lav, the K9 lav, recording at the same time, so we can toggle between it if needed. And just for a reference, I have the DJI Mini lav mic magneted to my shirt, so we can see the difference between UHF and Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, whatever the hell this is. Anyway, here we go. This time I'm eyeballing it, so, whatever looks good. And we've got a dirt bike here. Of course, he wants to be on camera. He wants to be on the news. So here is Mr. Dirt Bike Man riding on the road with no plates. I don't know where you're from, but that's illegal here. At least we can see the off-axis rejection of the 416. Moving on to 40 feet. And here I am. So we're line of sight 40 feet. Would you say it's about 40 feet? That's about 40 feet. And should we toggle between? At 40 feet from the camera, we've got the DJI mic. How's that doing? All right, that's the sound of this mic. Now let's switch to the lav mic. How's the lav mic doing? That's the sound of the lav. And this is the 416 with the XTX, the new K9XTX. Of course, I have my keys on my belt. Probably not a good idea. Anyway, I'm about 50 feet away, and this is what it sounds like. Am I getting good signal? We're getting good signal. This is the first time I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for this. Usually I use my Canon M50. 60 feet. And here is 60 feet. Let's move on. Oh. Did I get dropped? Am I dropped out now? Glitchy? I got glitchy. Am I glitchy now? Okay. So, because I'm getting line of sight. So would you say this is about 80? 80 feet? Something like that. I'm not quite sure which one is glitching. But, moving on. That sure looks like 100 feet to me. You're saying yes? This might be 100 feet. I don't know. What does the DJI mic sound like? And we're testing out the DJI mic. I don't have high hopes for that. And now we're going, of course, to the XLR plug-on with the 416. All right. Oh, I'm easily about 110, something like that. Let's find out. So it's about the same as with the other K9. So there was a lot of glitching. So here we are. Okay, so let's move back. All right, so there you have it. They performed just about the same as they did last time with the K9 system. The DJI, I'm sure, performed miserably. Back to you, Doug.
And there you have it. It performed just as we all expected on low power the entire time. But the real question is... Oh, hang on a second. I'm getting word from Bob, who's now at this very studio, but 3 floors up, and transmitting down here from the 3rd floor.
Yes, Doug, I'm currently on the top level of the studio building.
Bob, I have to say, you're incredibly quick for a fat guy. So how would you say the signal is from all the way up there?
Well, you tell me, Doug. I'm sending my wireless signal down to you, down there, from up here.
Well, I'd say it's sounding excellent. Thanks, Bob. So the real question is, how much is it, and who is this for?
Those are 2 questions, Doug.
So they are, Bob. So they are. Thanks for your input. I'm terminating our connection now.
You're the fatty Fatterson, just so you know.
Well, you can grab the Saramonic K9XTX Duo Kit for only $750, I think. I checked it out. That's what it was. An excellent and competitive price. Just follow the links below to grab one. This system is for filmmakers, boom operators, ENG professionals, vloggers, content creators, and anyone who uses microphones but desires the freedom from being tethered to a cable. It's clean and clear, and it's got a long battery life, enough phantoms to power even the hungriest of mics, easy to use, and just all around fun. I will say this. You've been hearing this entire time going through the grenade here. As you can see, I've been transmitting wirelessly into my computer. I'll even show you how cool this is. So there we go. I'm just holding in my hand here. Just take it around with me, do whatever I want. It's not it's not bad. Amazingly, I've got this large diaphragm condenser microphone sitting here in the shock mount in my hand with no cables. Pretty cool. I also really love the app. It's well organized and is once again very easy to navigate. I can say without a doubt that Saramonic has created another excellent wireless system at an affordable price. But you know, affordability is a relative word. In the audio world, affordable means something entirely different than in the human people world. But I'm sure you already know that. That's why you're here. But if you're a camera enthusiast, compare the cost of this type of affordable to that of a good zoom lens. Then you might get the picture. And if you'd like to see and listen to the full uncompressed audio and video from our tests, what Bob did out there, check out my newly launched Patreon, like I told you earlier. Again, lots of TPS goodies to be found there that I'm not allowed to upload here to YouTube. So it's free to join up, and then there are a couple of tiers for access to a lot more stuff. I'm really using my hands to talk a lot these days. Just follow the link in the description below. Well, that'll just about do it for all of us here at the Time Preservation Society, including old Fat Bob out there. That's what we call him around here behind his back. Fat Bob. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Fat Bob. I'm still on the line, Doug. So you are. Well then, bye now. End special transmission. You're a piece of shit. Why did nobody cut the feed? Got Bob out there being a dick. I don't want dicks on my show. Yeah, okay. Dick.